All right. Thanks once again for watching Blue City Reviews. I appreciate you being here. Always a joy for me to talk about a Walter Hill film. This is a director who has done so many classics, the 48 Hours films, The Warriors, Johnny Handsome. I even love stuff like Last Man Standing, Extreme Prejudice. I think all that stuff is just great. Love Walter Hill. He's got a new film on the horizon. So looking forward to that. But my number one Walter Hill film, my absolute favorite, is a lesser known gem that I saw on the big screen with my father way back in 1986. I would have been 7? Yeah, 7. Crossroads, starring Ralph Macchio, Joe Seneca, and Jamie Gertz, and with some solid supporting characters in there too. Joe Morton shows up. It's always good to see Joe Morton. The plot exists kind of on two levels. The first level, the spine, the soul of the movie, is about Robert Johnson, arguably the world's greatest blues singer, or at least was for a very short period of time. If you don't know the legend, the myth is that he strolled down to the crossroads and sold his soul to the devil for his talent, and was granted the gift of being the best blues musician on the planet for a very short period of time until the devil came a-calling, right? He had to pay the fiddler for the dance. The other level of the plot deals with Ralph Macchio's character, who I wouldn't say this is a coming-of-age film. This is more about a kid learning that in order to sing the blues, you got to pay the dues. But it's about, you could call him kind of a rich, privileged kid. He's going to Juilliard, magnificent guitar player, training with classical stuff, Bach and stuff like that. Beautiful, beautiful stuff, but he has an obsession with the blues, and more specifically, Robert Johnson. He's convinced there was a missing track during Robert Johnson's recording sessions. Robert Johnson famously recorded 29 songs. He's convinced there was a 30th, and upon investigation, realizes that one of Robert Johnson's closest allies, Willie Brown, lives in a nursing home not too far off. So he tracks this old man down and gets a job at the nursing home just to kind of earn the guy's trust, and makes this offer. Will you teach me this song? Do you know the lyrics? What can we trade? And the old man essentially says, well, I need to go down south. I got some unfinished business there. You get me down south, I'll teach you the song. And we come to find out in due time, spoilers, folks, this is 1986, that he made a similar deal with the devil and doesn't want to end up like Robert Johnson, or like Robert Johnson legendarily was. Robert Johnson's death is blamed on this deal he made. So he wants to make amends and hopefully reverse the deal. Joe Morton. Joe Morton is the devil's handyman in this, the guy they talk to. Such a bastard, man. When Willie Brown makes the deal initially as a kid, he's got $2. He said, I can give you $2. And Joe Morton's like, no, we don't want your money. We want your soul. Sign here. Yada, yada. And then right before Joe Morton drives off, he's like, by the way, I'm low on gas. Can I have that $2? And takes the kids, just something the devil would do. Take the kid's $2 last when you've already got his soul. What a bastard. But it's largely a road movie between these two, and later they meet up with Jamie Gertz, who, this is like one of her best roles. She was stuck in the thankless position in numerous films back then of being this ditzy supporting character who was there just to prop up like the macho lead males. Like the Lost Boys had a little bit of that going on. Renegades, Twister. She was never given her due, and this character's got some strong wits on her, great dialogue, and one of the strongest characters in the film. And it was good to see her in that role. This is, in my opinion, Ralph Macchio's best role. without a doubt. He brings a lot to this. I mean, it would ordinarily be hard to sympathize with this kid, right? How can he understand the blues? And he soon realizes that when he gets down south, that it is a whole nother world, and that these folks were just barely clinging on to their lives, and that's why this music sounds the way it does. There's a wonderful scene where Jamie Gertz leaves them behind. Gorgeous shot where she drifts off into the rain. No goodbyes on the road, as they say. But Ralph Macchio, who has fallen in love with her, wakes up to find her gone. And obviously his heart is broken. His first love, most of us have been there, unfortunately. He doesn't know what he's going to do and sits down at the table and he's broken. So old Willie Brown pours him a drink and points to the guitar resting against the wall and basically says, well, there you go. You know, and there's this wonderful shot where the kid looks over at the guitar and he realizes, oh shit, this is what the blues is. This is what the blues is. It fucking hurts. He paid a due and now he can sing the blues. And this movie is about the blues. And what's amazing is they managed to tie in, as I was saying, the two levels of the story. They managed to tie in Robert Johnson's, you know, that sort of mythological slant to this kid's character arc and make it believable. I mean, really, by the end, it sort of comes to a peak in this very unique musical showdown, which I don't want to give too much away. I could talk forever about this movie anyway, but I've never seen a showdown quite like this. It's a very spiritual idea, but the blues is a very spiritual thing. And this movie, I can't imagine a better fictional tribute to Robert Johnson. Shout out to Ry Cooder, who did the music here. Apparently he worked for a year on it. This is a passion project for everyone involved, and it shows. The music is so rich. I'm assuming whenever you hear Ralph Macchio playing, that's Ry Cooder. I know Ralph trained for a little bit, but he was doing Karate Kid 2 simultaneously. There's no way he's doing this guitar playing. Nothing against him. Brilliant performance, but gotta assume that's Ry on there. What else? Oh, John Fusco, who also wrote Thunderheart, Young Guns 1 and 2. Something he wrote in college. In college he wrote this. No wonder he went on to have the amazing career that he did. So, Crossroads. I'm going to get this on Blue soon. Highly recommended, especially if you have a love for the blues, which I do. You got to get on this. I'm not sure if it's streaming anywhere. DVD is pretty cheap to pick up. All right. Thanks once again for watching Blue City Reviews. Talk to you soon. Cheers.